Alright, so we'll see a whole bunch of 80 carry bans coming out here. Lucian ban, Callista ban, could also see potential Kai'Sa ban, maybe even Samira. Istanbul looking to answer Renata, so it's looking like value in a Nautilus or a Leona pick goes out. Wukong flex potential, has been illustrated by T1, is taken off the table. And Gwen also taken off the table, so picks like the Gnar, even the Urgot, have additional value. We'll see if this is a Samira ban. If it's echoed like RNG's attempt at Istanbul, which did come through. So, be interesting what we see here. Yeah, Ari LeBlanc untouched, so that could be interesting. Also, folks have been looking for the Vex pick into the Ari as well, so we'll see what is picked up there. Also, the Graves still on the table. Very, very notable. Early pick on the Jin is really good. I really like that look from Teton. Seems as though he's a large voice for his team. And Jin lets you facilitate that, as well as really opens up the pool of supports you can possibly play with. Picks like the Zillion come onto the table. Even Enchanter, or mages, possibly even like the Vel'Koz as a support next to the Jin. A lot is possible. Galio is an interesting pick into the Ari because you're going to have a potential to collapse onto a side lane, and the Ari's push isn't going to be so much of a problem until later on in the game, the higher levels like 9, 10. The Renata ban is followed up with a Nautilus pick here. I'd be interested to see if this is like a Xayah as well. Or generally what Holy Phoenix will look to, because I can't imagine he's going to opt for picking 80 carry in the second ban phase again, or after second ban phase again, but that is indeed what is occurring here. So offering to pick the Viego here, which has a pretty good pairing up with the Ari. Camille here is great as well, pairing up with the Camille. It's a very similar look to G2's draft, the first game of the day. So answering perhaps picks, you just keep going down the line of 80 carry, like Xayah. You go Xayah Ezreal probably. Ezreal's not the best into Jin though. I banned the Kai'Sa after the Xayah pick. And then for junglers, probably still ban Graves, right? I don't think Viego's matchup into it is too good to the point where you would just want to give that away. Xin Zhao taken off the table. Renekton. What the fuck? I guess you're just worried about early priority in the lane. By the likes of like Gnar or something. Like Jace, but to ban the Renekton is a little bit interesting. It must be a read from scrims. Or from prior picks that Starscreen has gone. Ban the Volibear. I suppose Volibear is an okay answer, especially helping you dive into the side lanes with the Galio Camille combo. So I think leaving counterpick for support could see some value, but instead we're just going to leave counterpick for jungle for Aegis. So what I want to see from Istanbul into Gwen, I guess. No, Gwen is banned. Into Camille. Holy Phoenix goes for the Tristana. Could look to even permascale into the Jhin, but I do not think there is a early avenue for a 2v2. Mordekaiser into Camille seems kind of interesting. not even sure how that matchup even technically goes, but I'm not sure if Mordekaiser really has the potential to punish Camille like they would want to. Um, and Red Canids does opt into the Graves. So Graves showing up and being the large dealer of damage there as Camille Galio locks it. Excuse me. Graves showing up and applying a lot of damage where Camille Galio wants to fight. Could be very, very good. And also covers the general lack of damage that Jin inflicts upon their team fight. But also Wildcats' team comp is really, really easy to play and pull off. So I would be wary of that factor. Both Ari and Tristana work really, really well with Viego's ult, getting resets and ensuring that you have a pretty good selection of like basic abilities to steal from the Alistar EQ combo to with the dash in from Galio, the dash in, the hook shot from Kubil. So overall, very, very interesting. I think I'm still leaning towards Red Canids, but they found themselves a very decent draft for sure.